it's Lillian here, the parenting strategist, and I have got a very special guest today. I have got my beautiful niece Sharnae, who is going to help us make the calm down jar. Now, some of you may have seen my post recently about the calm down jar, which is a great little tool for helping kids just to settle or reset or calm down, perhaps when they're a bit stressed or having a challenging moment. In my 3-step system that I teach with the Nurture Hard approach, we actually have step 3, which is called reset. So when the kids are having a bit of a meltdown or a challenge, or perhaps they're not following instructions or rules, we actually ask them to reset. Now, I thought the calm down jar would be a really great idea, particularly for the younger children, to use so that they could focus on something while they are resetting. Now, the instructions seem pretty simple, so Sharnae and I have just read the instructions on the internet. So what we need to do is mix some glitter glue. So let's do that, Sharnae. We have one each, and squeeze that into the jar. I couldn't find a big bottle, so I just bought 3 little ones. So let's hope this is enough. So they had all different colour glitter glues, but I decided just to get a white one, which has got a bit of a sparkle in it, and then we're going to add some nice fluorescent orange sparkles. So the idea, they said, was to mix 1 tube of glitter glue. However, as I said, we have got 3 small ones. Keeping in mind, Sharnae, that is glue, so we need to be a bit careful. We have got a mat underneath the table. So, oops. Thanks. So leave that one, sweetie. Maybe squeeze this one out. So we'll put all of our glitter glue in. We don't want Sharnae's fingers sticking together. Would you like to pop that? That one's empty. And it's pretty simple. You can actually get the kids involved. So we put all the glitter glue in. When I went to the novelty shop, it was just one of those discount stores. They had lots of different ideas for sparkles and things like that. So there are lots of different colours you can choose. In the recipe on my Parenting Strategist page, they also recommend using food dye, which I neglected to buy today, but I think that our beautiful bright orange sparkles will make up for that. So how are we going? Getting it out? Almost done? Okay.
Bottles don't come up.
Yeah, they're a little bit hard to squeeze. Now, I chose not to get a jar that was too big, so I just thought a medium-sized jar, and I'm hoping this one's going to work. It's one of those vacuum-type jars, not molly jars, but let's just see how we go. That should do, sweetie. Awesome. Now, just a bit of the, as you can see, I picked a nice bright orange. Maybe put a bit more in. Let's just see how it goes. Maybe we can add a bit more later. And then some warm water. Maybe just, I don't know, warm it out. And then I believe you've got to use your muscles and shake. So just keep in mind that you might not use. I think actually a regular screw top jar would probably be better.
Yeah.
But I just thought this one looked a bit nicer, and I think you've really got to shake that. And here's hoping it all works. It's leaking, is it?
A little bit, and I don't think that glitter is going to work.
It's not mixing it. Okay.
Just a little glue sticks.
I think my jar is probably not the best jar to use. Okay. Let's just see. So I think the idea is that the glitter glue and the sprinkles, the sparkles, do actually settle. But the idea is when you ask the children to do a reset, that they give the jar a bit of a shake. And please don't follow my example here. Do find a jar with a screw top, even just an old Vegemite jar or something like that. And then the idea is that they just sit and watch the jar and let the sparkles settle. So while they're watching the sparkles settling, that's when they're doing their reset. So they might be thinking about what it was that that they may have done that you weren't happy about, or something that they said to their brother or sister or something like that, and just watch those sparkles settle. Or even if they just play with the jar, even if they just give it a shake around and actually watch it twirl around. I don't know if you can actually see it there, but the little sprinkles, sparkles are moving around that jar. And then if you hold on to it, they will just settle. Now, the idea of a reset is to make it as short as 5 or 10 seconds and no longer than about 30 seconds. So maybe when the sparkles have settled back to the top of the jar again, then you can actually say to your child, well, that's your reset over, and then they can come back back into doing what they were doing before, but it just gives them time to stop and think about their actions or something they may have said that was inappropriate. Now, keep in mind, once they have done the reset, it is a good idea not to refer back to the misdemeanor or the challenge they had, because once they're reset, that's it, it's all over and done with. So, yeah, give that a go, but perhaps, unlike our experiment, Sharnae, perhaps getting a jar with a screw lid instead of just one of those squeeze-in lids work well. But it does actually work, and, yeah, have fun with your calm-down jar. Lillian back here, and just as a PS, Sharnae and I have changed it into a tight jar, and it is working heaps better. So yes, a screw top jar, give it a good shake, Sharnae, and then let it settle. So it certainly does work better in a jar that you can shake properly. So that's awesome. Thanks, bye.